Welcome back to my RDC channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a conditioning program that's 2 days a week that can be done in under 30 minutes and it can be done from any level of fitness. Okay, so this could be done by professionals all the way down to amateurs, beginners. You can get something out of this because it has a level system. Now, if you like this, please press like and subscribe to my channel, or even better, if you really want the full program, because this is only just 1 week out of the 6, then please go to the link below. I will have the link to the program. It's only $20 for the next 2 weeks, then it'll be going up to $99. But if you jump on now, $20, then you can get it and you can get properly fit for the rugby field. Now, just quickly before we get started and I show you the program, one of the biggest things, I've been a rugby player now, I've played since I was, 7 years old roughly, so nearly 25 years. I've done strength conditioning for rugby players for the last 10. And what do I see is I see a lot of players think they need to do a lot of road running, a lot of long distance running to be fit. And that's kind of a myth. Like, yes, you can get fit from doing long road runs, but is it the best way to get fit? But it's probably not. Okay? I'm going to say it's definitely not the best way to get fit. And a lot of guys, I always notice, they'll do a lot of road running, long runs, and then they'll hit the field and they'll still be tired. And that's because they're training the wrong energy systems, okay? Because it's a different energy system what you're going to be doing there compared to out in the field. But would it help? Yes, it would help. To what degree? Not very much. And the other big component of fitness, is which I always talk about, is actually relative strength. So if you are strong pound for pound, and this goes away from like, a lot of people think to be strong you need to be big. That is not true. All right, to be strong is different from being big. Big means potential out in the field. It doesn't necessarily mean that big means strong. Okay, and that's where a lot of players go wrong with their rugby programming. Is like, they get big, but they don't necessarily get as strong as what they should. And because they're carrying extra weight around, it's actually hard for them to move. Okay, and sometimes they've trained certain muscle groups. Say they've trained their legs unevenly. Not that they need to be perfectly even. Nothing's perfectly symmetrical. But say they haven't trained their hamstrings well enough. Well, in the long term, that's going to be detrimental to them. That's, they could cause injuries and things like that. So, always good to get your rugby programming done by a proper trainer who knows what they're doing. And that's why I have my Beast Mode Academy, which is you have the Super Player Program and the Beast Mode Academy, and the Maximum Muscle Program. I can talk about that another time. But let's get into it. I'm going to show you now the program, and I'm going to talk you through it, the different exercises that we have on it, and the whys, and how it's going to make you fit. Okay, and you can go off and do this first week if you like, and you could do that for 6 weeks, but you're not going to get the same results as if you did the whole 6 weeks how I've designed it. So each week it keeps getting harder and harder, and just pushes you that little bit more, and done in a scientific way. This is our first page of the 6-week peak fitness program. On this page, all the videos here are attached to all of these, so that you can click on these and you can see all the videos, because I want you to be able to do it really easily, know how you're doing it. Let's talk it through it. So what I'm showing you is week 1. Okay, so up the top there, you're going to see your different levels of fitness. Okay, so you got your level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. And then you have session 1, so that is for the session 1 day, and the session 2 is for the session 2 day. Okay, I'm trying to keep it fairly simple. Like I said, I want it to be really simple. Now, let's talk through this. So first of all, in the very first week, we're going to test out your Bronco. Okay, and now some coaches love Broncos, some coaches like yo-yos, some coaches still like to do beep tests. It's not the be or end. It's not everything that you need is just having a good Bronco, but it's a test. And what we really want to see is, are you improving? Okay, so that is a really good indicator. Okay, it's like if you're improving on the Bronco, you're most likely improving. I think I prefer the Bronco, as it only takes between 5 to 7 minutes compared to like the yo-yo, which can take up to 20 minutes. It takes quite a long time. So Bronco is real easy test to do. And all it requires for you to do is a shuttle run going up and back. Okay, and what you're doing is, so you go to 20 meters, come back, go to 40 meters, come back, go to 60 meters and come back, and you do that 5 times. Okay, so that's the Bronco test. And then you get time. Now, dictating on your time, like you can choose a level system from there. I haven't said, okay, if you get this Bronco score, you should do this level just yet, but that will come in future as I get more people who have done this program in particular, so I can start grading it, and I'll say, okay, this works well with this, okay? But for now, everyone can just pick out their own level system, okay? So first of all, we've got our warm-up. So we've got our sprint technique drill. So at the start of the session, we're actually going to get a lot of power stuff out. And that's because at the start of the sessions when you're most fresh and your nervous system is most fresh, it is the best time for you to do all your power stuff, okay? We don't want to do all our fitness stuff and then do our power stuff after, because what happens is your nervous system is going to be tired, the muscles are going to be tired, and we're not going to get as much out of it, okay? So you're not going to get the speed gains that we want. And we actually want speed gains, okay? So if we can make you faster and you are running faster on average than what you used to run, you're going to be fitter, okay? Because that means you're going to have like more in the tank, more speed, and you're going to be able to, so your top speed, or actually your speed where you're finding it easy to run, okay, was now going to be faster, okay? Or if you keep staying at that one speed, it's going to be easier for you to do, okay? So that's the theory around that. I hope that made sense. Bit of a tongue twister. And then we have our glute activation walk. Okay, so I don't do a whole lot of glute stuff, but like these are what I found help me sprint better. Okay, and they help me warm up and just get my mind into it. And then stiff-legged bounds is really good for your hamstrings. A lot of hamstrings injuries out there, so I really like stiff-legged bounds into our pogos, A-skips, and our broad jumps, and our single-leg broad jumps as well. Okay, there's actually a little bit of a rest between the broad jumps and single-leg as well. But, you know, that's 3 rounds, gets done quite quickly. And then we're getting into, well, on this day, normally we'll get into our speed work. So the speed work is 20-meter sprints. Okay, so rugby, rugby league, soccer, AFL, a lot of your running is short distance speed. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get you faster. So practicing 20-meter sprints and practicing your starts is a really good way for you to get faster. And then we're going to go into your interval training. Okay, and the interval training is where we're really going to get the results, okay? Because it's going to be the turning around, you taking off, and hitting the different capacities of your fitness. That's actually going to make you way fitter for the field. Compared to, like, say, if you just did long distance running, it's only like one capacity, okay? You're not really changing energy systems. So let's go. The very first session is 8 of your level of choice. Okay, so session 1, you got 17, 18 meters, 20 meters, or 22 meters. So say I did level 4, I would go to 22 meters and I would do 8 of them. Okay, so what you do is you run out to the 22 meters, all right, and then back to where you started, and then you would rest for 10 seconds. So you have to do that within 20 seconds and then rest for 10 seconds. Okay, so I don't want you getting there after the 20 seconds or before the 20 seconds. I want you trying to stick to that one pace, okay, and get good at that one pace. All right, and yeah, 10 seconds rest, and then you go again, and you do that 8 times. Okay, and during the program, we actually build this up in different ways so that your fitness is going to go through the roof. Okay, then we finish off with 4 150s. Okay, which is just another energy system. It's a little bit different, and you know, we're growing that capacity. So also your speed's going to be different as well. So like, there's so many different things going on here with your speeds and your turns. Okay, so that's session 1. All right, so it's pretty achievable for most people. All right, and then we're going to go into session 2. We have the same warm up. Okay, like I said, I want to make this easy. I didn't want you have to think about it. I try to pick the most bang for your buck exercises that will help you with your sprints and help you just feel warm and ready to go. Then we get into our 40-meter sprints. Okay, not too many of those, but with your sprints, that's when I want you to have the most rest. Okay, this is just a straight line sprint. Most rest is 1 to 2 minutes, so you can actually put as much power into each sprint as possible. Okay, and that is the key because I want you to get fast with this. Then we go into our 60-second intervals. Okay, so just like our other intervals, our 30-second intervals, these are a lot bigger. Okay, and the distance is obviously a lot bigger. Okay, so this is just 100 meters up there. Okay, so say if I was doing level 4, it'd be 150 meters. Okay, and what I want you to do is actually get there in 30 seconds and have 30 seconds rest. Okay, so it's not a really fast pace, but it's a decent pace. So if it's 100 meters, like 30 seconds, 100 meters, you should be doing that cruisy. But that's for, if you're unfit, okay, and you want to get fitter, 100 meters is a good place to start. And then, like I said, each week we do build this up. Okay, so pretty much that is 60-second intervals, or you could call them 30 seconds up. I don't care what you call it. It's just 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Okay, and we have a target of how many meters we want to hit, in the session. Okay, and as you get fitter, it's going to be getting more and more. And then the last one, we're going to do the 400-meter sprint. You're going to time it, and each week I want you to beat it. Okay, and that is the whole 2 sessions in under 30 minutes, twice a week. Do that for 6 weeks. And you're going to get fitter, all right? But if you really want to get fitter, then you want to do the actual program where it gets harder and harder each week. And, I level it up appropriately. But yeah, that's a rugby fitness session. You could use that for soccer. You could use that for AFL, Rugby League. This will work for everyone, and it'll be way better than doing your road running. You're going to feel fit. You're not going to be the person who's struggling out in the field if you do this. If you follow this for 6 weeks, you won't be the one struggling, I promise you. If you have someone that is struggling, send it to them. Big thanks for watching that. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you go and do that, please let me know how you go. If you're a coach or you're a player, please check out the program, the fitness program, the whole thing in this link, $20. It is my cheapest buy-in for any of my programs. So like my Beast Mode Academy, that's $299 for 12 weeks or 3 months. This is far cheaper entry into like my actual programming. Obviously you're not going to get the weights and you're not going to get my guidance, but you do get this program, and that will make you fit if you follow it. Or if you're a coach, it'll help make your team fit. Okay, and that's what I want. I want like the whole team's getting fit with this. I want to have a massive impact on rugby players. If you do it, please let me know how you go. I'd love to see it. Please share it with your mates. If you've got a mate that's not fit enough, then please send it to them and tell them to jump on it or buy it for them. Even better. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep doing more of these.